Luke is not better.
Stop pulling my hair. You trying to act funny because my hair.
That's enough. That's enough. Get in your cage. I said that's enough.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Alert! Alert! Check out!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rowe. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Cougar 19! Kennedy Ryan!
Back to throw. Isaac. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one.
Taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
3rd and 19. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll drop the throw. And he will have the Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Achane will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. This is Cruz. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, maybe met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun on 3rd down. Isaac. And he's taken down. To get his own 7. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter. Because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's the Jets punter now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Play action, it's Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The Dolphins at 4-5, a game under 500. And Charles, they were losers last time out.
Game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass, ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Here we go, set. 60, 70, Mustang 19. Go street.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Right there, we can do it. Let's go.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80, go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 12.
Get it? 70, step over. 19, 5 here.
Looking to throw. Isaac. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try and put some pressure on the defense. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 34-yard line here, 2nd down and 8.
Hey, Clash. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rowe. And he'll get this out to about the 40. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rowe. And a rain slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
60 Eagles, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Isaac. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
Check.
Up the middle they go. Throw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Looking to throw. Isaac. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rowe. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Isaac. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle, Ochin. And he'll get up to the 43 yard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On the ground, it's Cruz. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Oh, my goodness.
And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Isaac. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Back to throw. Isaac. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw again. This is caught at the end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown Jets. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Stop. Crack on. Hey, smash. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're coaches in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Barrow. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case. It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here we go. 18 cards.
Throwing to start the drive. Isaac. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Isaac. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. Arian Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have cut the lead back down to 2. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Hey, guys. Hot 70.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Isaac. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go check, go check.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Head 60, head 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Go street. Street, street. 70 Lions. Curve 19, curve 19.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
319, good set. Go.
Up the middle they go. Cruz. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll try and run for it. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rowe. And he'll rumble for about 5, close to the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready up.
Operating from the gun. Isaac. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good.
70 Timberwolves.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Jets first down.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rowe. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Operating from the gun. Isaac. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. 2nd and 7.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Cruz. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cruz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready up. Come on. Set, go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. That is caught. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Ready. Alert.
They'll try and run for
Huh?
1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped
Okay.
cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they run again.
Shut up, mommy. What's up, sis? Shut up, mommy. Mom.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit
Shut
more
up, mommy.
and I can get it done on this.
Yeah,
one.
this game almost over. 4th quarter.
Sideline, just feeling like he
So
had
you
that
came up here by
opportunity,
yourself?
and he wanted to cash it in.
Now the extra point try.
Who upstairs?
And no
Golly.
snap puts it through.
Oh, my goodness.
Here in the 4th.
Shut up, mommy.
Now this one set up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th.
Yeah,
Kicks away.
2 minutes and 55 seconds.
And not much
Shut up,
happening.
mommy.
He'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Isaac. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rowe. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Getting down to the good
Shut
stuff.
up,
All
mommy.
tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready? Back to 6. 70 Lions.
They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercato. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
19 Tigers.
The give is to DiMercato. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
On the handoff, it's DiMercato. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here comes 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Looking to throw. Isaac. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
19, 18. Hurt. 19 Lions. Ready,
Back to throw. Isaac. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
19, 18.
Here's DiMercato. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A run, it's DiMercato. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Running, DiMercato. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down. First and
18
goal.
Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
On the ground, it's DiMercato. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So
Good
the
game.
final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner.
Get back. Get back downstairs. What happened there? Oh, one okay. cage. Go to your cage. Okay. Go to your cage. All right, y'all can come. Y'all can come. Yeah, there. That's what they kicked the whole. They did this 3 times. And then, yeah, they run and then he his butt hit his back. Yeah, they said.
Look, Charlene, all his.
Oh, no, I thought, but that's nice.
He got, yeah, he keep them neat. He keep them neat. He don't wear them, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
Big down here.
Although we had it.
But this is nice.
Oh, yeah, I like this right. And then you can take it, make it smaller.
Where did this thing from, Bob?
Now, I got this one, Bob.
Oh, you can take the leaf
All
out.
this supposed to be down. This Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's all big.
Yeah. That's what the Ben did, especially this table.
It's a big place.
Yeah, it's
There's
okay.
a pocket down big.
I had a big Thanksgiving down here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I love this too.
Oh, we got this all offer up, but you see down at the door.
And this is the back.
Let me see.
It's nice.
Yeah, we're not on the furniture, so that's why we're not. We ain't getting no new furniture.
Yeah, but now like, you can't put a fence up.
You can't put
Yeah,
it
we not staying here.
so they come out, they can see you and all that.
Yeah, but this couch is just, we ain't want to buy new furniture. Ain't nothing new. We ain't got no new furniture. That's the only thing I bought brand new. Everything else is just off.
They got a Pac-Man machine.
Where?
Oh, yeah, I got the Pac-Man.
Where?
Oh, that's
And
it.
now I put that new off. Oh, that's another
What's
thing.
in that room?
That's the store. Oh, no, you know that shopping in. That's the, what's on? Boiler room.
Oh, so these suitcases okay?
This is shot.
Y'all don't need no
See how you
more
chill out?
suitcases. Y'all got.
We put the bag, you said, we got.
Come here.
We put the duffel, you say the duffel?
Yeah.
Come here. Sit.
These are nice.
Yeah, we ain't got no suitcases. I know we had 1,000 of them, and we always design them. We got, you see all the suitcases? Every trip we buy a new suitcase.
So Maine and, so which one was the best? Maine, New Hampshire, or Boston?
Well, Boston, you have more activity.
Oh,
Because it was like this city, it's like a city.
oh, but.
I like New Hampshire. You like New Hampshire?
But the food.
No, New Hampshire was just nice.
New Hampshire,
Not a lot of
like that
traffic.
casino.
It wasn't really the casino. It was the traffic flow. They have a whole beach. We went to the beach.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
they
like
got
Ocean
nice
City and daggone
Like,
Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Virginia Beach.
they got, no.
They said when they said in the season they said be packed. Right.
Yeah, it's a boardwalk.
It's a
And then you
boardwalk.
have stores
Like
and stuff?
Yeah, they got stores.
Yeah, like Virginia Beach and Ocean City. In New Hampshire. Beautiful water.
So do
They said we could have seen, we couldn't see because of the weather, but and we didn't go far.
Was it raining?
Uh-uh.
It was just foggy.
It was beautiful. It was like the
Why
same
you
weather
couldn't
here
see the mountain?
because we didn't go to them. We was in a Uber. We didn't want to travel.
Oh.
You know, it was far off from where
Why
we
y'all
were.
just in a car? Just drive around.
Who wants to travel?
Yeah, we both
We
don't
didn't
like
drive no
that.
drive. We see the other driver.
He's
He's been
a
driving for 20. I've been
I
driving
don't
for
like
28 years, and he was a truck driver and a truck driver.
So anytime
Put
we
him on
catch a
drive
train,
Oh, we do the train.
Just like you want to train down South Carolina.
Yeah. We like the train. Yeah, I love the. I just hope it don't get too big wherever we go, because we're not understanding for 2 years.
You understand? Give it 2 years before you go.
Don't know.
Going away from here, they talking about sending Poppy to the dog pound.
Why?
He got in a fight with one of the neighbors.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why? You ain't, oh, because y'all.
No, he snuck over there. It was like I was watching. No, see, the garage was open. Door was open. And me and Jacob was washing her car. And then Pop snuck
He
over
just
there.
walked on out. He didn't, but he always is free. He'll, if he
But
sees something.
because you know that's what he does. Why y'all don't train him up?
Well, that's why
Well,
I keep
Because if I get bit by somebody's dog, I'm suing.
I understand.
I'm telling
She would get bit because she would be running and hauling.
No, she'll get bit because she's scared.
you.
And like him, he know when you're scared.
Yeah.
He know when you're scared. And dogs don't like when you're scared. They will bite you.
Yeah.
That's how my stepfather is. He's scared of you.
So that's a
She
good dog.
got bit by
That's
a
my
dog.
Huh?
That's a good dog.
No,
Yeah,
both of them good.
Both of them good.
They good. They good.
I can
Well, now-
take my
She good. No, but she really
No. You scared of the little dog?
But see,
Big dog, little dog, don't care what dog. You got them in your hand, I'm still don't want them living.
but you know what, darling? I can let them out and tell them sit over here, and they gonna sit and stay.
I mean, listen, it's just that this community, they darn been letting them go without their chains, and you gotta have leash, and they complain.
I used to walk them
HOA.
without a chain.
Everybody, everything out here, we love the neighborhood, the area, because it's not far. Straight out Greenville, just come straight, go, this 193. Just go straight on there, you be back in the city. So it's convenient, but he been letting them go with no chain. They forgot that about that. Mm-hmm. And then, y'all can go down here. All y'all gotta do is go down 450. Look, down 450 and make a left, make a right in that Amish market right there on 197. Yeah, this is Laura. It's a little booty. Little booty exit 197. Thank you. That's what I was telling Charlene. And I was telling you, I said they think it's far. It's not. Oh. That's just because this is not really Bowie. This is more like Glenarden. This is more like Glendale. This is more like Largo. If you come up 202 and make a left on Lobster,
Because y'all not even far from the,
wait a minute, the stadium, all that's around the corner.
that amusement park they closed.
Six Flags up the street, yeah. But no, you don't know what kind of park used to go to on 202. It's right in the corner. Technology Boulevard. That's what my mother died at. It's right around the corner.
But she
No, we
didn't
just
die
right
here.
around. My mother did die at Technology Boulevard.
No, she did. It was no, it wasn't technology.
It was a Kaiser, I thought.
It wasn't technology because technology is on 202.
Where's that at?
No,
Technology. Where's
it was
technology?
open
Where's
because
Technology Boulevard? Off 202.
Listen what I'm saying, Felicia. Only reason I know it wasn't technology is because when you came down something like PG and you said, I hate coming past here.
That's 202 now.
But it's not technology.
The Kaiser is off of
Well,
202.
she's talking about PG.
No, Kaiser returns to the hospital.
Right
Yeah,
now,
and
she's
the
talking
Carver.
about PG.
The Carver,
She's
they
talking about PG by PG.
We wasn't right there. Listen, Charlie, you know when you come up 202 past the stadium.
I mean, all the time.
That's what he talking about. I said every time I get right here, this is when my stepfather called me at the stadium and said she died. And I was almost there.
Okay.
We was right at the stadium. Past the
It wasn't
stadium.
on technology.
Listen,
She didn't
past
have
the stadium,
technology.
it was it's technology way. It's off
I know, Kaiser's on technology.
202.
So if she died at the Kaiser, then that's where it is.
It wasn't technology.
PG Prime.
It's not
It
one by
wasn't.
PG Pfizer. That's closed down, and that's not the one. We was in Largo. emergency room there. It's gone. It's gone. That's
It's
been
gone.
gone.
It's right
Those
down the
are
street.
buildings. Those are condos.
It's still a Canada though around there.
I know, but it's gone from right there. That's not emergency room at Kaiser. I used to go to that.
Y'all got Kaiser.
We had Kaiser years ago. And I
Yeah,
used to
we
go to
had
that.
when I was with the post office.
But I don't know. I don't know why you don't know his direction, but yes, it was that Kaiser.
It wasn't technology.
And especially that you're a post person.
But he don't know nothing but his
Post
route.
man.
What?
He only know his route on the postal truck.
Who? I know.
How do you not know technology beds up 202?
I'm trying to tell you, she didn't die in that Kaiser.
And how you know you wasn't even there?
I was there.
You didn't come when she died.
We was together.
No, we wasn't. It was me and Bruh. You
How
can't
did you forget?
You came after.
Oh, so you said I drove my
I don't
car.
remember Felicia saying
We
it.
didn't ride together.
I don't remember her saying you was with her.
No, but
I was
Bruh. It was Bruh with
I was with.
It was Bruh with me. Because if I hadn't stopped to get Bruh, because my mother asked me to bring Bruh so they could take Bruh to Gary's house to help Bill cut the grass. And I stopped to get, if I hadn't stopped to get Bruh, I could have been there before she died. That's another thing that hurt me, and I was real hurt. But no, Darren wasn't with me. He came alone. You
No,
came.
I didn't.
I used that work.
No, I wasn't.
Well, y'all can agree to this.
No, he just don't. Darren really forget, man. He don't even remember who his friends are. Nothing. He forget real bad. He don't remember nobody.
She lied.
But Felicia, I would tell you, there's people that we grew up with, and I haven't seen them in years. If I ain't
But I
seen them in
forget too. But I'm just saying, little stuff he forgetting, like forget, like he just like this. That was only 2 years ago.
Lois Boo-Boo's aunt, Deborah, Lois' sister passed. And the memorial service is
next Thursday at House of Praise.
Okay.
on 91st.
And so we was just gonna go and support her.
Okay.
That's from 9:30 to 11:30 on
It's a memorial.
next Thursday.
You know, Boo-Boo, Kevin, he doing.
Yeah.
Boo-Boo, Kevin.
She don't know.
Kevin,
She don't. She don't. She don't
You have
remember.
the fat lip?
No.
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 That's
She don't
Kevin.
remember.
Oh, Kevin, she was at y'all 66 birthday.
Yeah.
I met her in line because she tried to break
What
the
color
phone,
is
and
she?
she said,
What color is she?
And she said, I'm family. And
What
I was
color
like,
is she?
I'm family.
What color
And I'm
is she?
like, oh, who is it? And I can't even ask you.
I don't know. She don't pick
I
the
can't
What-
ask you
what
who's your
color is
girl. And I never met her before.
Is she
Like,
light
she didn't know I was
skinned?
Darren's wife.
Is she light skinned or dark skinned?
I forgot, but I remember
Yeah, I
we
know.
was in the line.
You don't remember.
And, to take, I think we was trying to take a picture or something. Darren was trying to take a picture. And she jumped up and was like, no, family. No, it was,
she was.
what,
She real mild, man.
she wasn't nasty. I'm not saying she was nasty about it. I'm just saying this is what happened. And, most of the other family members I do know, at least met one time or two. I never met her. That's why I didn't know. And
You
she
met her.
didn't know I was Darren's wife.
You met her.
But she didn't act nasty, or nothing like that. It's just that she ain't know. But it had to be her because I remember, I don't know if I came to you or you and said, who was that girl? But she said, I think it was Kevin for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one I think I haven't met because I met.
How Lois doing?
Lois has cancer, so she's real bad. Yeah, so
See, like I'm having a
Boo-Boo
flashback right now.
going over there trying to take care of her. Plus, she lives in only Maryland.
Mm.
She got to come, go to work, she take her kids to school every day, and then got to go to the house. So she's doing a lot.
I think that was her. It had to be her because most everybody else I know.
Yeah.
It was probably
Yeah,
her.
she's doing a lot. Yeah. This is all.
I would never do my nails there again. I had just like he's done 2 days ago and it popped off.
Oh,
No, I haven't done it in New Hampshire.
oh, really?
Won't be going
Are
there
they
again.
stick on?
Oh my God, I'm hot.
Oh,
Everything is
they
real
stick on?
good. Huh?
Are they stick on?
No, they're done.
Oh, they agree?
Yeah, and it pop off that quick, 2
They
days.
didn't pop off if they not stick on.
It didn't pop off. It broke in half. I had to file it off.
Uh,
Ridiculous. Oh my God, it's snowing now.
I know it said it's gonna
They
be
said
so.
it's gonna snow.
It's not.
It said it's gonna be so. You check that phone.
Mm-hmm.
You take that flash pill.
And then now, see, that makes my hip hurt.
What?
Yeah. The arthritis. It was on this side. Now it went over here.
So what was they talking about the cigarette butt?
That was out front. I think Rico was throwing him
Out front?
back in jail, so I have to worry about him again.
Oh, why?
For the rest of violence.
Oh, hitting on the girl that was right. That's right. Oh, really? And they knocked him off. They shouldn't go back on it. Oh, he was.
Ain't nobody.
What?
Because if you call the police on me, then you ain't my wife.
What
What
you
she
gonna
called
play
the
the game?
police?
Yeah, I was.
It's cold in here. It's cold in here.
I just said open the door. I was having no hot blood now.
It's
I'm
cold.
talking about
It's cold upstairs in there.
But that's because I got my window wide open.
Why?